All right, and to continue with this topic and continuing with what we've seen before, how do we write a linear equation and how do we find the interception of the slope? A linear equation is going to be written in this segments, which is y minus y1 equals m, which is the slope, times x minus x1. So it is in point slope form as we have seen before. The graph of this equation is a line with slope m passing through the point x1 and y1. Alright? So you for sure have asked yourselves, why would I use this, or what is this useful for? So that's the usefulness of this. You're going to find right here exactly one point that that is going to pass through x1 and y1. So you're going to plot the point, then rise and run from there. So for example, the graph of the equation y minus 3 equals 1/2 times x minus 4 is a line right here, right? Of slope m minus 1/2 passing through the point 4 and 3. All right, so we have the points 4 and 3 right here, right? But this slope, the one that we have right here, was taken out of the y1, y2, x1, y1 point and x2, y2 point. Remember to calculate that slope, and we get the result. Through this very line that we have right here with this slope, we find this coordinate or this point, and this is a point that passes through this slope. All right? Then, using the point slope form, we're going to graph and we're going to get the solution of this exercise. So we have here that we have the points 2, 2, x1, 2, y1, 2, and we have the points 0, all right, minus 3, which is x2, 0, y2, minus 3. All right, or backwards. Remember that you can select any of them. We need the slope and a point. So m equals 5/2 and the points 2, 2. All right, if you calculate the slope with these points, you're going to get this slope of 5/2, and the point 2, 2 is going to pass through this very line. So plug them into this point slope form. Okay? We have our equation, which is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. And then we get the point slope form, which, remember, is y1 is the 2 that I have right here, and x1 is the other 2 that I have right here, along with my resulting slope, which is 5/2. Then I've got y minus 2 equals 5/2 times x minus 2. All right, we just replace the values that we have. We cannot replace x, and we cannot replace y, and we cannot replace x in these ones because we don't have values for those, and we actually need them in order to know what y equals to. So write the point slope form of the equation in the line through the point minus 2, 5 with a slope of 3. All right. You can try to do it yourself. And remember, this should be x1 and this should be y1. So what should we do right here? Use the point slope form with slope 3 and x1, y1 minus 2 and 5. So if we transfer these numbers to the equation, we will get y minus 5 equals 3, which is the slope, times x minus minus 2, which is x1. Let m3 be the slope, and let x comma y, x1 comma y1 be minus 2 and 5. All right, it's very simple, very simple. Normally you're gonna get all of these numbers. Normally what you're gonna get is the slope, but the coordinates passing through them, you're going to get them. So you're just going to replace them into this equation. If we calculate it, we get y minus 5 equals 3 times x plus 2. So you're going to simplify it into point slope form. All right? Now, given 2 points, create an equation of line in point slope form. How do we do that? All right, these are the steps. Number 1, find the slope. We have the 2 of them. We don't have only one. So we have the 2 of them. Then in that case, we can find the slope first. Remember, you have to name each of them. x1, y1, x2, y2, or backwards. All right, as long as you don't change the order into the calculation, into the division or fraction you're going to make right here. So minus 2, which is the y2 that we have here, minus 3, which is the y1 that we have here, over 4, which is x2, minus 2, which is x1. All right, and we calculated minus 2 plus 3, minus times minus is plus, over 2, right? And this gives us the result of 1/2. The second thing that we do here is place a point and the slope into point slope form. So we already got the slope, the resulting slope, right? So what do we do here? Then we are going to replace the values in this equation. Remember, we have to get y1, x1. And our y1 is minus 3, and our x1 is 2, right? So we just replace them with the slope that we already found. Y minus 3 equals 1/2, which is the slope, times x minus 2, which is the x1 factor. Then y plus 3 equals 1/2 x minus 2. Now, remember that we have to clear this y. We need to leave it alone, okay? And to calculate this very variable or calculation that we have here. So x plus 3 equals 1/2 times x minus 2. This is in point slope form, so we're going to transfer it into the intersection form. All right, solve for y, which is when we clear y, slope intercept form. Then what we do here, y equals 1/2 of x minus 2 minus 3, because we're clearing this one. All right, minus 2 minus 3 equals minus 5. And I'm sorry because we have here a mistake. It's minus 5. But the resulting is the slope intercept form. All right? That's what we get right here in that form. Yes, you guys? And I'm sorry for this very mistake. Just change it. So to write the point slope into slope intercept, simplify using distributive property, then move the constant to the right side and combine like terms. All right, again, we have this example, y minus 2 equals 5/2 times x minus 2. Then we have that same I'm sorry, we have that same equation, but we already calculated it with 5/2. All right, multiplying by x and multiplying by 2. And this are our results. And then we just clear the y. Okay, y equals 5/2 x minus 5, which we have here, plus 2, because we're clearing this y. And then we get the final result, y equals 5/2 x minus 3. Or move the constant to the right side, then distribute and combine like terms. All right, again, we have this very example, and we, instead of first doing the calculation for 5/2 times x minus 2, we first clear the y. All right, so which is exactly the same. And you're going to see that this equals to the same result. All right, but you just clear them, you just place them into the right side. You have to move the constant to the right. This is an example. Write the slope-intercept form for the equation of the line through the points 4, 3 and minus 2, 5. Again, what do we do first? The first thing we do is calculate the slope. We have, of course, x1, y1, x2, y2. And we replace those numbers into the equation. Then we have to move them into the point slope form. We already got minus 1/3, which is the slope. So we replace the rest of the values, which are 4 and 3, with minus 1/3, which is the slope right here. And this is what we get. Y minus 3, y1 equals 1/3, which is the slope, times x minus 4, which is x1. Okay? Then you need to solve them. We need to clear the y that we have right here and calculate my terminology on the right. Y equals minus 1/3 x plus 13 over 3. All right, and that will be in slope-intercept form. So this is a challenge for you guys. Can you write the equation of a line in point slope form that passes through minus 3, 6 and 1 minus 2? I'm very sorry. So according to this, the slope would be 6 plus 2, because it's minus, equals minus 8/4, which is 2. All right. And then we replace them into the point slope form. How do we get the slope interception form? That's what you are going to do right here. All right, so guys, I hope you found it useful for your understanding of this topic, which is not quite difficult, since from what you have seen before is just calculating the slope and already knowing our coordinates and our points that we already have. We just have a very more clear idea of what to replace in these equations. Thank you very much.